Good afternoon and welcome to Sport Northwest. I'm Joe Whiteley.
And I'm Dave Ray.
Coming up on today's show, Blackburn Rovers legend Kevin Gallagher believes the players are partly to blame for the club's struggles.
I think sometimes the players have got to take a little bit of responsibility to help the managers.
We'll also be hearing from Warrington Wolves second row James Lathwaite and local boxer Matty Clarkson. On to League 2 now, and Accrington Stanley travel to table-toppers Gillingham tomorrow. After back-to-back wins this week, manager Liam Richardson is making sure his side are not getting carried away.
You know, people look at the fixtures further on. Our sole focus will be on Saturday. Our sole focus, it won't be to go 3 games unbeaten, it won't be to go 3 games, winning. It'll be just to win the game.
As well as that, Jim Bentley's Morecambe will be looking to build on Tuesday's 1-1 draw with the league leaders as they travel to Kingsmeadow to face AFC Wimbledon. In local rugby union now, Fylde aim to make it 4 wins in a row at home to table toppers and promotion favourites Ealing Trailfinders tomorrow. The Lancashire side currently lie 5th place in National League 1 and are looking for another big scalp at the Woodlands in their late surge up the table. Martin Young reports. Another victory for North End at Brentford tomorrow would all but secure their safety, and I went down to the training ground this morning to find out how he's planning to approach the game. Simon Grayson was in good spirits today as his side remain unbeaten since he took over at Deepdale. The new P&E boss has plenty of options and admits he has thought about tinkering with his side.
Do we rotate the team around and try and keep it fresh and give the other lads an option to come into the team and try and stake a place in the team? Or do you be fair to the players that have played over the last few weeks to try and keep the momentum going? Players throughout the country, if they're playing and they're winning, they don't feel the tide as much as when you're losing games. So I suppose if I was to ask any of the players would they like the option to be rested, I'm sure it'll get a significant sort of no from all of them. And that's good because you're playing, you're winning. Why don't they enjoy the moment at this moment in time while they're winning and playing well?
Moving on to boxing now, and Preston fighter Matty Clarkson has announced that he will face Carl Wilde for the Central Area light heavyweight title in June. Until recently, Clarkson was only ranked 140th in the world, but a shock win in South Africa catapulted him 60 places in the rankings and into contention for a British title. Our man Rory Rain reports. And finally, have you heard of the Preston footballer who has 117 caps, won European Footballer of the Year and works at Fulwood Leisure Centre? Dave?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, 37-year-old Steve Daly captains the partially sighted England futsal team, and he's just returned from Japan where he led the side to 3rd place in the Futsal World Cup. Sean Geary has the story.
Good afternoon, I'm here at UCLan Sports Arena where UCLan Rugby League men's first team are facing Cumbria, who not only are bottom of the league and have a points difference of minus 128, they've only got 12 men here today. UCLan come off the back of a defeat to University of Manchester last week, whilst Cumbria lost as well, 70 points to 16 to Manchester Met. I've got team news for UCLan. Starting at full-back will be Tom Parker. On the wing are Ben Waters and Sam Waiting. In the centres, Zach McCluskey, Cameron Ladd. At the half-back, we've got Tom Hall, Mark Lees. In the front row, Jake Pennington Slater and Zach Zallard. At hooker is Andy Cunningham, Dwayne Scott and Liam Thompson at second row, and Josh Dolan is at loose forward. The bench is Jack Kent, Aaron Hall, Liam Wiggins and Phil Collier. UCLan have a chance to go second should results go their way today, and they face a Cumbria side who haven't won once yet this year and conceded over 200 points. We're set for a good game here at UCLan Sports Arena where UCLan are most definitely the favourites, but they've got to put that aside now and try and get a result against Cumbria. Yes, it's 4-0 to UCLan. They've scored with the first set of 6. Zach McCluskey going over in the right-hand corner. After good work from loose forward Liam Thompson, looks like the Cumbrian defence is already stretched. They've only got 12 men, and as a matter of note, the referee's wearing a fantastic old Super League shirt, which wouldn't look out of place on Stuart Cummings. 4-0 to UCLan here at the UCLan Sports Arena. They certainly have. It's now 28 points to 6 for UCLan. Loose forward Liam Thompson going in under the sticks, thanks to good work again from Cunningham. An easy ball, and Thompson could literally stroll down under the post. Another successful conversion. It looks like UCLan could be in here again, and it's Thompson. Thompson does touch down, and that takes the score to 32 points to 6 with his kick to come.
This is CLR, Lancashire's first choice for news and sport.
Good afternoon, this is your 60-second sports update. Graham Wesley wants his Preston side to carry their impressive cup form into the league. North End face Crewe at Deepdale tomorrow, and Wesley would like to see his side punish teams more often in League One.
We've shown a lot more freedom in our play than we've shown in the league. 6 ties out of the 7 we've played, we've been victorious in. We want to be thrashing sides here at Deepdale, so we've got to be ready to really dish out thrashings when they're there to be given out.
The Graham Alexander era starts at Fleetwood tomorrow with informed Southend visiting Highbury. The North End legend has had some good news already, with captain Steve McNulty declared fit. David Dunn may start his first game in almost 2 months tonight as Blackburn host Championship leaders Cardiff. Elsewhere, Blackpool travel to former boss Ian Holloway's Crystal Palace tomorrow and could welcome back Gary Taylor-Fletcher from injury. In the cricket, England lead India by 193 runs thanks to 190 from captain Alistair Cook. They finished the day on 509 for 6 and edge closer to a 2-1 series lead. That's all for now. Join us at 4 o'clock for a full sports roundup.
From the heart of Lancashire, this is CLR.
Why did you get involved with the State of Mind campaign?
Well, the bottom line is that I lost one of my dearest friends, Terry Newton, to suicide. He was depressed. He obviously had a few issues, and he took his own life. And when I found out the Rugby League was doing this State of Mind campaign, and leapt at the chance to be an ambassador.
Graham, I think I'm right in saying that you're the second longest serving manager in Lancashire at the minute. Do you think there's something in the air in these parts that chairmen are a bit more impatient than they are in other parts of the country?
Well, maybe that's the case. I can't pretend that I lose too much sleep about things like that. I come to work and work really hard. And most people who've ever employed me, I think they quite appreciate what I do for them as an employee.
Being in the sport for a long period of time, do you think that depression is a bigger problem in rugby league than a lot of people think?
Yeah, I think it is a bigger problem because rugby players are macho people who think that they shouldn't show their emotions and show that they've got problems, and people are taking their lives like my mate Terry Newton, who did with depression. It's got to be sorted out.
Were you disappointed having to retire in the middle of a season?
Not really. I was really contemplating it at the end of last season. I'd had a real serious back injury when I went on loan to Derby. I'd spent virtually the whole season out, certainly from the back end of October, November time. I hadn't played a game really since then, and then I had the back operation in January. So it was touch and go whether or not I was going to get back playing again.
And when you do these State of Mind campaigns and you go around and teach the seminars, do you feel that people are taking in what you're saying and they are learning?
Yeah, definitely. They've been taken to very, very, very well. I think it shocks a few people, and obviously, Terry Newton's on the slide, and everybody knows Terry's story, and just the proof's in the pudding that these things happen. If one person ever felt they need to ask for help, and they helped because of seeing the State of Mind presentation, and understanding that you're not too big and tough to ask for help, then it'd be all worthwhile. Jim
Bentley is now the longest serving manager in Lancashire. To say he was surprised by this fact would be an understatement.
It just shows you how football's so mad, where nothing ever surprises me in football, but that's a little bit of a shock when someone told me that the longest serving Football League manager in the Lancashire area.
Preston's recent results won't look out of place on the local park. But here at Deepdale, the search for a new manager continues, and with most fans wanting a swift appointment, how long will it be until we see a new manager in charge of Preston North End? Joe Whiteley, Deepdale.